Hello. Yes, today I'll be playing this small indie gacha game that I picked up. I did play like 40 minutes of the game first. And I know this game is quite infamous with the tutorials, but I don't think I've gone to that portion yet. I mean, I did play like 80 hours of Satisfactory and Factorio, so I think I should be fine with the factory building. But yeah, I'm curious to wonder what everyone else's thoughts about the game is. To my understanding, it is a little polarized at the moment. I heard some people say the combat is just kind of like it exists, but it's not the most innovative thing. I personally think it's okay so far. I just think sometimes it might be a little difficult for the AI to do what you want it to do.
Well, that was something.
Oh, how is the story? I heard some people say it gets better like later on, but I mean, honestly, I'm just here for the factory building. Yeah, I think the combat just, I mean, maybe I haven't explored all of it yet, but I think it's okay. It's good. It is kind of cool because I know they can help you mine ores and stuff. I know my commentary is pretty dry, but I know there is one thing a lot of people will be interested in, that's the gambling part. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if I'll stick to playing this game. I'll definitely play it for the review though. Is it coming up? I mean, if it's just like factory building tutorials, I don't really mind. I think I should be able to get a hold of it. I feel like, I don't know if it will work better if the factory part was just like a side activity.
They can be easily damaged.
Like if it was just a side quest and you don't have to get into it.
The prototype.
I feel like the story so far is just okay. I mean, maybe I haven't gotten far enough. But I felt it was kind of just... I mean, is generic a good word for it?
She should be in touch with you soon.
Like, the protagonist has amnesia, he's meant to fulfill, like, this bigger part, but doesn't remember what it is.
Admin, right?
What games are you playing daily? Okay, so... playing Warframe basically got me addicted to that gameplay loop. I've been playing that quite a lot. It's kind of... I don't want to say ruin gacha games, but it just made me realize that I enjoyed like a solid gameplay loop plus the grinding portion.
From the heart.
Amnesia special person, yeah. I mean, look, maybe it does get better, right? I know original Arknights did get plagued with what I like to call early gacha story syndrome. Where the story you have to wait a little bit before it gets good. Will you do a review on it? Yes, yes I will. Though to my well, I'm probably gonna have to play for like a week or two. Because I do have to go through all of the story segments first, and then I think you'll have to go through a couple of checks by some people. What I will say is, though, I do like the NPC designs. They all look kind of, they all have their own unique appearance, so I do appreciate that. So I've actually been going back to original Arknights. I basically returned for the anniversary just to get the free rewards. So I might be making a new video on that too. I mean, I feel like a lot of people play gacha games with the Japanese dub.
No external injuries detected.
Okay, I do like the explosive part, but you can basically interact with the environments, and I'm guessing with in combat as well.
Let's wake him up.
Okay, I'm guessing everything we're being taught right now is just how to build the factory. I mean, you can say what you want about the game. I do really like the UI work. The overall quality and the optimization, the UI are all really, really well done. I dislike the existence of a weapon banner. Yeah, I think I agree with you there. To be honest, if the weapon banner is just like a small increase that whales can go for, I don't really have too much of a problem with it. But if it's like a huge jump in their power level where that you borderline need it for them to function, then yeah, that will be a problem. The weapon banner is income from pulling on the normal banner. Okay, so it's kind of like Stellasora then.
We desperately need some
Although
of those miracles
weirdly,
right now.
doesn't that mean that if you get unlucky and you pity the character, you actually get more currency to pull on the weapon banner?
Yes.
I mean, yeah,
However,
I kind of
we
do
had
have a
no
problem
choice
with like
but to
the
press
story.
forward.
I mean, it's
Originium
honestly
is a
fine if you're
resource
just introducing it
essential for our
as
survival.
the factory building part. But I'm guessing to this point, our playable character has no personal connection to this world. So being told that you are here to revitalize it is like, it's fine. It's just there's no personal connection. At least that's how I see it. I wonder how they're going to do world building, because to my understanding, this is like a... Like, there's no one really living in this on this planet, or maybe there's just factions on in the world that we haven't explored.
Attacked the Originium.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't get too deep into Arknights lore for the first game. Oh, so this is like the the RNG relics. No RNG. So you just craft it and then you get the gear, basically. So I'm guessing it gives you like a set stats. But then you do have to interact with the factory portion to get this.
And people at the hub.
So
they
are we
understand
are we
Richard.
technically the bad guys since we're the ones colonizing the land?
You can count on me. Every action.
That would
taken
honestly
by
be kind of interesting. If it came to that. Okay, can I do the polls now? Alright, we'll do the polls. We'll do the polls. Everyone's here for this. Okay, nice bit of animation. I played Arknights to know that that's not a 6-star.
Oxy 7 skirmisher.
Catcher. Op team Z.
Yeah, it goes to
Hello,
6-star in
Wolfram
this game.
Blue. Endfield Crisis Team. I represent the pack. Give me any merc job, and as long as our contract stands, I'll be you.
Endal of Op Z7 reporting for duty. I've studied Originium automation and occasionally help with
Captain Akakuri of Operation Team Z7 reporting in.
Okay. So I wonder if the 4-stars in this game are actually any good. That's a 6-star. I know by the color that's a 6-star. Okay.
Pogranichny, Rhodes Island operator and officer serving the Order of Steel Oath reporting for duty. The situation is urgent. I respectfully request a brief on your
Pogranich?
battle plan at your earliest
Pogranich?
convenience.
I'm just gonna call him Pog. It's way easier. Oh, you still have the 20 pulls. That's interesting. I know sometimes when you get the SSR in the beginner pool, they just like close it. But that's interesting that you still get 20 more. That's crazy. 500 for one pull, huh? Okay, we'll do this as well. Let me just skip. Alright, let's see who I get.
Yeah.
You just won an Xbox One. How do you feel?
Really excited.
Ember, Knight of the Order of Steel Oath, reporting for duty. As bound by the Pact, I shall obey your command.
Oh, that's a good one. Streamer luck? I don't know. I don't even know if I'll commit to playing this game. Yeah, I heard some things about the gacha. So I believe it's wasn't it like 120 pulls for the pity, but it doesn't carry over. And I heard that the gacha is fairly stingy in this game. Does it tell you the rules? So the 120 pulls is the first pity, but you get another one for the 240. But the 120 does not carry over, to my understanding. Unless they somehow changed it from the beta version. Pity carries over until 79 pulls? Okay, so getting any SSR is an 80 pull pity. That does carry over, but there's no guarantee it will be what's her name, Levitin. The 120 is the on-banner guarantee that will get you 1 copy of the on-banner character, but that does not carry over. So in a nutshell, you should have 120 pulls ready at the launch of the banner. That's my takeaway from this. Okay, this is basically the portable miner from Satisfactory. Since the first miners that you put down don't require power, but the later ones do. I'm guessing this is pretty similar. I also quite like this. If you alt-click, you just get everything at once. You don't have to like drag it over. It's a very small detail, but it does get on your nerves if you manage factories for too long.
They are blocking our only way.
They need to be they're locals that need to be driven out. They're standing in the way of our colonization. New character intro? Okay. It's the guy I pull like 2 copies of. Yeah, I'm guessing the first arc of the story is just them trying to get you accustomed to the characters. Oh, you actually get them as a free copy. Okay. So I got baited during the gacha. I think we should try using one of the 6 stars. Right, because I'm guessing in this game the 6 stars are just better. So I'm guessing the elemental system is kind of similar to other gacha games where you just kind of deal more damage to something.
Search party. I got a bad feeling about this.
So I'm guessing the gacha economy is just not very good. At least that's what I've seen by some people.
It's very well hidden.
I mean, the open world design is kind of...
Here when I first came out.
It is kind of unique because you can't like climb up surfaces and stuff. I'm guessing what they had in mind with the whole zip lines is that you basically work together with other players to build this giant network. It's essentially taking a page out of Death Stranding, but it is cool at least.
I don't know what to do.
These guys should join us. Join the conquest for colonization. Wait, we're just gonna give it to them for free? Should be at least demanding something in return. I mean, that medicine is not cheap. You gotta work for it somehow.
Think your brother, Ginny.
I mean, if they didn't have it, that means that it's still desirable to them. Doesn't matter if it's affordable. You can trick them to thinking that it's not. Be the capitalist that Enfield wanted you to be. I honestly think if they did an angle where we're actually the colonizers, that would be pretty interesting. But yeah, it seems like we're just like the objectively morally good characters in this game.
Annotation here won't help this.
Exactly. You should join us.
Also have trouble
so you can get more of that suppressant.
I know.
We got a pretty good factory that you can work at. That would be so so strange if you can just recruit people and have them work for you.
A few moments later.
No prisoners!
Talos, save us! They're coming again!
Look at these savages. Trying to hinder process. Hinder a process of colonizing this land. Wait, they're doing such a good job. They're just killing everything.
I can't like filling out a catalog order form in the cities.
Why don't we give it a try right now?
I like how these guys from this camp basically exist for the sake of introducing this tutorial. These NPCs don't matter, so they don't have any facial animations. I mean, my personal opinion about the story is that it does not need to be good for the game to be a success.
Other landbreakers probably hate the pack
Since you can just say, oh, if you want good story, just go play original Arknights.
But
like, obviously, I would like a good story. And I think because it has the Arknights name on it, people will be expecting something more than just something generic. But I think at the end of the day, it doesn't need to have a good story. But, like, people will play this game no matter what, is what I'm trying to say. Okay. Almost there. There we go.
Straight to the point. Nicely done.
You have the admin to thank. His weakness was exposed.
Okay, this should be the final one, right?
You deserve my sincere commendations. Your memories may be gone, but look at you. Still striving so hard to be a leader, a savior, and a tyrant. Do you and I truly differ?
Oh, so we don't actually fight her as the weekly boss yet. I mean, like, we can stop here. I can go through my general thoughts about the game. Because I did read up some information regarding, like, the closed beta test and how that compares to the final version. Let me just go to the other parts of the map first. Was it... Was it here? No. So my overall impressions is that the story is nothing special, at least not so far. Maybe I haven't gotten to the good parts yet. But it does come off as a little generic with like how you're the chosen one who conveniently has amnesia. And you're meant to feel like a greater purpose. The factory, I guess I'll put it like this. So the gacha system is, to my understanding, fairly stingy, but I think it does not really matter. Because people will play this game. And finally, I think the biggest problem that the game faces is still the factory building portion. I think it is a very hit or miss thing, whether or not you'll like it. Because if you don't like it, then it's going to be really hard for you to interact with the rest of the game. Since it's so prevalent in the mechanics. And they have you do this, like, really long tutorial. However, I think if you do like the factory building portion, it is also a lose situation for Hypergriff. Because if that's the case, you would just go play games like Factorio or Satisfactory instead. The thing about this game is that I can already tell the complexity of the factory building is quite simplified. So in Factorio, you have to find the mining spots, and then you have to transfer the materials back to your base, and you can do it via like trucks, trains, or I guess later on with drones. This game, the complexity is just taken out because you just put the miners down and they will get transferred to your depot. In Satisfactory, I do know that the conveyor belts also have their speed, and you have to pay attention to like the speed in which materials are being processed, because that could become a bottleneck.
Let me see how good this one is.
It's a static 0.5 items per second. Yeah, okay. So it is, it's just static. So yeah, I think the biggest problem for me is still the factory building. It's not even because it's bad. I think if you really get into it, you can still have a lot of fun. It's just that it could be a turnoff for people that don't want to interact with it. But it can also be a turnoff for people that do want to interact with it, because they would just go play like an actual factory building game instead. But yeah, I'll just save everyone else like the trouble. I'll go through the tutorial on my own time. The first impressions review should be coming out in like a week or two. But anyways, I do want to appreciate everyone else for just stopping by in the stream. I know I got pretty lucky, so I'm certainly glad I was streaming at this time. But yeah, overall, I do think the game will be a success no matter what. It's just a matter of how they plan to shake up the factory portion. But anyways, yep, thank you all again for coming in to today's stream, and stay tuned for the first review. All right, see you everyone.